It is currently 4 a.m., and I wasn't ever going to review this movie. I've never even heard of this movie, but my best friend would be so mad at me if I didn't review the new Zac Efron Netflix movie. So I know you're watching it. I know who you are. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you. My best friends. I'm talking about it, so here you go. A Family Affair stars Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and Joey King, and it's about an unexpected romance triggers comic consequences for a young woman, her mother, and her boss grappling with the complications of love, sex, and identity. We have a brand new Netflix original movie, and if you've been following me, you know I'm just not a big fan of these Netflix original movies. Most of them are just not that good, okay? That's just my own opinion. But like I said in the intro, my dear friend loves Zac Efron, and this is his new movie on Netflix. And so I saw it on there, I was like, you know what? I'll review it, I'll watch it. And so I watched it, and I'll say this. If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a significant other of any sorts, this is fine, honestly. This is just turn your brain off, romantic cheesiness, and it's the definition of that, because this movie doesn't offer anything like sparklingly new, nothing that's like be like the next rom-com of the century. None. It is going to be forgotten by next week. But for the 2-hour runtime that it was, which is way too long, I think it's like an hour and 50, but either way, it's way too long. The movie itself is fine. Now, it's funny, I didn't review this movie, but there's a movie that came out a couple months ago called The Idea of You, starring Anne Hathaway. I talked about it in my live stream about reviews I didn't review. That movie, I liked. I thought it was good. It was fine. It's nothing I'm going to rewatch anything, but that movie is very similar to this, because Nicole Kidman is an older woman, and she's sleeping around with Zac Efron, who's the movie star and the boss of Joey King, and Nicole Kidman's the mom. Love triangle kind of stuff, but they're not in love or anything. It's just like, you're older, you're dating my boss, he's also a dickhead. So it's like, you get where the movie, like me saying that, you should honestly be like, I know where this movie's gonna go. And can it be funny? Can there be good chemistry to keep the movie going? I will say this, I think the chemistry for the most part felt fake, which honestly, that's like the big red flag. I just didn't really buy Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron together. I just didn't. It truly felt like a mother figure to him. Like, I'm not trying to diss Nicole Kidman. Don't come at me. She's great. She's gorgeous. But like when they're sleeping around with each other, it's like, all right, well, obviously they're having sex. But like when they're talking to each other, like I just felt like a young youth talking to a person about learning stuff. Like, I don't know. I never felt romance. Joey King, I like Joey King. I think she is talented when given the right stuff. This feels like a paycheck to me. Like, she definitely was like, Netflix movie, I did Kissing Booth trilogy, let's get another paycheck. Kathy Bates is in there. Kathy Bates will always give it her all for a paycheck, and Kathy Bates is fine in this role. She's the older lady that obviously gives even more significant lessons to Joey King and such, but overall, the movie, it's fine. I'll say that. Like I said, the chemistry was the big red flag, but positively, I can say I did laugh. I chuckled. Zac Efron elevates a few scenes because he is doing something. Nicole Kidman is doing her job. Like, these performers are good at what they do, and they elevate a few scenes that actually made me laugh and made me go, oh, okay. So, like, yeah, again, if you like romantic comedies, please watch this movie. You will really dig it. For me, I watched it mainly because my friend just loves Zac Efron, and she would be mad at me if I didn't review this movie. So I really mainly did it for that. And in the end, it could have been worse. It could have been better, but it's going to be forgotten by Monday. I'm going to give A Family Affair a C-. Also, for all the people out there that's been watching Liza Koshy since Vine days, it makes me kind of happy to see her finally, like, be in movies and be successful. Like, I know she was in the Transformers movie from last year, and she's in this movie. She's popped up in a few movies there and there, so good for her, man. Good for her. She was always funny on Vine. Anyway, guys, you guys enjoy this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.